I've started, and now to do the requisite check to see if the audio is working. It seems to be, that's good. Windows Update or OBS updates like to change the settings. And I have had a situation where I have not been picked up through an entire 6-hour session. That has happened 2 or 3 times, and it's never going to happen again because I'm always going to check now.
Oh, can you not learn Celestial?
Can you not learn to what?
Celestial?
It's called something else
I
now.
think it's Colo, or is that? Because I
Colo
know it's
is
not Celestial.
Mm,
Colo is the null language because that's what they're called now. Is
That's right.
Colo.
Right. Because what's it called? Uh, would it be Fiendish? I can't remember. This the speak that like demons speak is diabolic.
Celestial is now Empyrean.
That's right. Infernal. That's what it was. That's right.
You really got to get art of this character
I already have a
before the
headshot
next.
that's gonna be made here soon. Also, Orin is Suzerain, and I love the sound of Suzerain as a name for a language.
Acting pretty susurran right now.
And Wild Song just makes sense for Druidic.
Druidic is one you cannot get.
Mm-hmm.
It is specific to druids. There's no thieves' cant in this, or it probably would be too.
Are we waiting on folks?
We are not, no.
I thought more people going to show up.
right? This is everybody, because there was 4 people for this session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to start this out with a description of the world and the campaign. However, I can barely talk today, so I'm just going to point people towards the... What channel is it pinned in? The Lost Histories General channel and the Player's Guide, which has that in it. Also has all of the homebrew and variant rules that we're going to be using. I don't know if I included the Inventor one in there. Is the Inventor thing in there where they use focus points now? Control F. Does that not work? Control F. Inventor. Okay, it is. Inventors, instead of having a 17, 18, 19, 20, so 20% chance of being able to use your stuff again, you just get focus points instead, and it functions like focus points, focus spells, because they were balanced around being equivalent to regaining 1 focus point between every combat, but now uh, they changed it so you can get up to 3 per combat, so may as well just give them focus points. Otherwise, we'd have to change the DC to be probably like a 30% failure rate or something, and I wouldn't want to do that math.
Screw math, man.
So should we go around and introduce the characters in this session?
Yeah, one thing I can mention, do I have the camp selected? Yes, okay. One thing I can mention about the world so far is... Boop, boop, boop. Show. Apparently that did not show. Did you guys have text pop up on your screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, the observer did not. That's weird. I guess I'll just open it manually over there then. I also somehow have it displaying both on the GM screen instead of just, well, there we go. View multiple pages, there we go. Recently there has been a celebration, which I believe I need to advance the time in now. Yes. So it should be roughly, I'll say a week after that, so it is the 1st of Gosrin, which would be the equivalent of January, February, March, April, I think. So presumably everyone would have heard of this in advance to make their way here to try to qualify to be a caravaneer, because pays kind of well, gives you a place to live. It's moving, but it's a place to live. It's relatively safe if you don't count the fighting that you'll have to do. And it also lets you travel and explore the world, because why not? So now I will ask you guys, in what order? I don't know. I guess we can just go by the voice channel here. So we'll start with the C, and then the M, and then the N, and then the S.
Oh, okay, so starting with me.
Yes. So, how did you hear of this? How did you get here? And what? How well do you think you did on the test? You definitely got through because you are in the caravan, but you think you got by on a technicality, or are you an ace student?
I got here because the stars led me here. They want me here for a reason. And the test was fine. It was simple, easy. It was simply a test I could get through just fine.
And now, uh, same thing in order, but also give me a description of your character,
Oh, okay. So,
and I will be right back.
yeah, so then after that, I'm Varian Beastkin. He's a deer man. You can see the picture there. An oracle, a oracle of cosmos. What was it called? The mysteries. The oracle mysteries cosmos. I have low strength and constitution, but my intelligence and charisma are high.
Jingly Deer Man.
Yep.
Very sparkly.
Is anything floating on him, just out of curiosity, right now? Or is it
Nothing currently, but they will start floating once he starts casting his spells more. Currently, his eyes are a bit of a bluish purple, but they'll be changing a bit. They're just an ordinary sort right now, but that will be changing if the curse worsens.
I
On
guess
to
we
the
should-
M.
The DM is not here. He went out to get something, so it's Fizz.
Yes, on to the M.
Yeah.
That was the C.
'Tis your turn.
Oh, but I was going. He said like in order, so I thought like Fizz is next.
I'm not playing.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just here to observe.
Okay, so
Also,
Jack, yeah, hey, try to get in character. Jack Keenho, a born dwarven, a born dwarven under the mountain. Family are miners throughout generations, but something spark inside Jack's heart. Seeing doing the same thing over and over, mining, getting gems, gold. it's fun having doing with the family, but he desired more. And so here in this caravan and want to explore the world, and does not have the courage until his friend decide to give him a drink and ask him to do it on a dare, and so he obliged. For Jack, it's beginning to this is a beginning of the interesting start in his life. Maybe he can find some good stories to tell to his family back home, or maybe a good object or two to show everyone else. For Jack, he is a good old-fashioned fighter. If you need a frontline tank, he's your man. He will try his best to keep you alive with a sword or the shield or a med kit. Also, Jack, for for anyone else watching, yes, his icon has a sword, but his character is holding like an axe. I will try to fix that. I will try to get a sword as soon as possible.
No good. I mean, I don't really care if you have one or not. Uh, did you say how he felt about the test?
Honestly, I do not. I think he just like tried his best. Like he maybe got like average grade, and so I say maybe the people like, yeah, you're in.
They are written and physical, so it's entirely possible if you're dumb to just pass so well on the physical that they're like, all right, he can carry the crates.
Oh, then yeah, then I guess Varian would have done badly on the physical part.
Oh yeah, the description for my dwarf, average height, mishmash of like different irons and gold and and grain in his armor. Go old fashioned like backpack filled to brim with stuff just in case if things go wrong. And of course, a smile on his face exploring the world.
Ah, okay. So generally a happy old dude.
He's climbing out the mountain with still holding on his which I also wondering like what kind of animals do dwarves have keep in the mountains like goat fur or something? You have like a fur coat of like an animal or something to keep him warm from the
Um,
mountains. Because
you could probably get something exotic in Pathfinder 2, but I don't know what it would be.
Mole? Would those have enough fur to maybe make
You
a
can
coat
you
or
can make
something out of?
molehide coats, yeah, that's a real thing.
How many moles does it take to to make a mole coat?
Well, that's why God, what's that animal? It's the tiny weasel thing that they skin for coats, and you need fucking like a dozen of them.
Stoats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but also this is like Pathfinder, like this is like giant spiders or something. And in Abomination Bolts, we went into a giant mold, so it could be used for that. Oh yeah, so who is the next character?
Looking like it's me. Ooh, how exciting. Um, so
Did
Riley,
did we already give a description for Riley in the session 0?
we did,
I guess it doesn't
but I
matter
can.
because this is the first one,
These
so
are new people, yeah, so I could technically do it again. Am I allowed to call back to session 0?
sure.
Awesome.
I mean, it happened.
True. So in terms of the test, Riley figured he was already going to be a part of the caravan, given the fact that he went and helped them out anyways. He kind of just showed up in Newport after walking a long time, according to anyone who met him or saw him. Uh, and yeah, he kind of the tests probably weren't too hard for him. He's pretty smart and doesn't really have a problem lifting things, uh, as long as they're not too heavy. Um, as for how he looks, I'm gonna say he's currently sitting on this log, like he is positioned in the tokens circle. He is uh not currently standing at his actual height. In fact, he probably comes to around like mid thigh level for anyone who's around him, maybe a little bit taller. Um, but he's a He is covered in well, I'd say covered. He's essentially made of metallic gold, more, but not fully gold. It's more like a mixture of materials that are more brass colored. Um, he has one blue gem that is dull in like illumination, but is polished off. So it's very round, look more like a marble than anything really. And it kind of matches his eyes, which are more purplish in color, more like an amethyst that's been sanded down and turned into a marble as well. Neither of the gems glow at all. They are just regular gems. Um, and he is an automaton that just wandered into town one day. Uh, he is the soul of a human in an automaton. My apologies. And that is Riley. He looks like a German Shepherd, or a slightly larger German Shepherd.
Yes, it's my turn. Well, I am Hiraska, or you could call her just Raska or Ras, as her parents call her. Well, she's a folk. She's a cat folk hunter. She's right now coming through these lands on a journey looking for her father, who's been missing for 10 years. She doesn't know how she ended up in this caravan, but, the test wasn't too difficult for her, and she, well, being a ranger, had no problems with the physical aspects of it. Certainly not with the intellectual aspects of it either. Oh, yeah, she's a hunting catfolk. Her dad's a jungle catfolk, and her mom's a plains catfolk, and like a lion and a leopard there, and that's what she looks like. She has a bit of a. She's as big as a lion, and it's kind of spotted. Yeah, and her weapon is a big old earthbreaker hammer. So try to steer clear from that when she's swinging it around. Well, she got these big gnarly teeth. So yeah, she likes to get right nice and close and bite the baddies at the neck. Spent much of her life hunting in the mountains around her home, so she picked up all that stuff there, killing bandits and wild beasts and all that. Like, so right now, she's here looking for her family, and she has no idea where he is. Been missing for 10 years. Just suddenly dropped off the face of the earth. And that's Raska. I haven't left anything out.
Yeah, I took that time to eat some food, so I am good now.
Great.
I should be getting mine delivered here in a minute.
Let's see here. Dun dun dun. So the caravan has gotten up and started to move. However, um, it's not going to move too far out of town. In fact, let's see. Probably just move it to somewhere around here. However, they have gotten a note that during the night, right before their inaugural, what would you call it? Their inaugural I don't know what to call it. Um,
Celebration, feast,
Journey.
festivities.
Like
How about that?
setting
Ah,
off. I mean, you could say like a christening or something like that,
Right
like
before
with
they
ships.
leave, they noticed that in the night, somebody has taken the opportunity to raid their supplies. And, let's see, back in the camp, I think you have to mouse over these people to see their names. Yeah. We have Quartermaster Scrunderbaz. We have Clort Hingus. Let's see, where did I put the others? We have Rin Savinksi, and there's a fourth one somewhere. Where's he hiding at? In the cart. There we go. We got more Morlabint.
You gotta actually move your token around to see them.
Because some of them are in and behind carts, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
see, I didn't write down what they are in my notes. However, I did write them down in the DM chat, so let me scroll up there for a second. Obviously, the quartermaster is a quartermaster, but he is also um, an ordnance officer, hence the bomb that he's holding in his hand. Um, have a bunch of guards around as well. I'm sure you notice them. Um, Clort is the equestrian. Uh, Moral, I always pronounce his name wrong. More Morlibint is the botanist and also a wizard. Um, and Rin is the oddities merchant and also astrologer.
Who's the astrologer?
Rin Savinksi.
That's the only one
Uh,
I don't get a name for when I mouse over him.
where's
Yeah.
that? Hovered by anyone. There we go.
There we go.
Can you double click on them and actually look at their cheat? Yes, you can. Okay.
Yee.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, I hope that mute button just worked.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good. Because that would have been gross as hell. That's me. I am the gross as hell person right now. Hopefully not for long. Note that all
Oh,
of
we're all
them
a little
are
gross.
all of them are 5 except for Morlabint, I think. Yes. So technically, as of right now, they are more powerful than you guys, but that probably won't last long. Um, Quartermaster Scrunderbaz, by the way, mentions that over the night, specifically the food and the water in the camp has been stolen, along with some of the balsam. Um, and the scouts have tracked them to an area that is over the hills nearby, where they seem to be going in at one point and then exiting at another point hundreds of feet away. So what he needs you guys to do is go check around the area and get your supplies back, because there's not very long you can go on without water and food. It's also another reason they haven't moved too far from the town yet. Which reminds me, I need to put you guys in the party tab.
Woo, party.
1,
Yay.
2. I'm not sure if this does anything besides lets us see your stats on the sheet, but it may be required to have flanking auto detect. I'm not sure. There we go. Now you can see all your stats in one nice little sheet, um, like that. I assume there's no preparations anyone would want to make before we go out. She probably did that on character creation.
Nah, I don't think there's anything I need to do.
I I did everything I did with my character.
Pretty sure there's not
Okay.
really anything I have to do.
The place that they were scouting is maybe 20-25 minutes away, so in that time, if I let me close this for that. Let me open this like this. There we go. Now we get into what exploration actions is everybody going to do? To be honest, there's not really too many important ones right now. There is avoid notice for starting combat in stealth if you want. Um, Follow the expert if somebody like is better at a skill than you are and you're crap at it. Um, Refocusing, which wouldn't happen yet because you haven't spent focus points. Um, Defend if you want to start combat with your shield raised, or scouting to give everybody a +1 bonus to initiative, which only works once, so only one person has to do it.
I will say I will defend. Like no. Yeah, I will go defend.
And I'll just go with uh, follow the expert.
But of course, which one?
I guess it doesn't really matter until a check happens.
Yeah, that and generally you wouldn't really be doing any of these just because it would half your movement speed until you think that something's going to happen.
Yep.
True.
That said, they are already moving slow because Jack is a dwarf, and you move as fast as the slowest person.
True. So I guess they get a free thing.
Well, I probably could go on ahead and sniff around.
You could.
The cart speed is like 20. Mine is like 25. I'm slightly ahead of it.
The cart is as fast as the slowest moving animal, and they use horses, which are 40.
Oh,
I think we are good though.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna do anything.
Let me just advance. Wowie! It is currently 9:20 in the morning, by the way. Okay, you get to the top of this hilly area, and you can immediately see that the area is covered in lots of trash. all of the trash leads up to a small little cottage that is out here in the middle of nowhere. Uh, most of the area around it has been cleared, but there are still a few small bushes and weeds and stuff growing around, like it hasn't been used in a long time. Um, However, all of the trash does appear to lead inside of the cottage. However, as you approach, assuming you do, the door does not budge.
Yeah, I imagine since I'm a defender, I'm like, in front, I'm just like poking the door with my axe.
The door does have hinges on it, but the hinges appear to have been almost completely turned to rust. It's that type of rust where the entire thing is just like there's no metal anymore. It's just a brown crust.
So basically, if I just put slightly more force into it, the entire thing would turn to dust.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I just. Oh, hello there. Yeah, so do I use athletics to like slightly bust the door open, or
You can use athletics, yes. It'll just be a DC.
Oh,
I want to say 15, but I think that may be too high for a rusty door. Let me see.
Are there any windows
now
on it?
hold on. Let's investigate a little bit. Might be a window we should look in first.
There are windows, however, they're kind of less windows and more slats where there is no wood, so air can circulate through the house.
Oh, I should be able to peep on in, right, though?
Yes,
oh yeah,
Take a
by the way,
little peep on inside.
I saw the point. I try to remember like Wiley. I saw Wiley do investigation, but is foreign expert, and I saw like I forgot which one. Did one of you decide to do scouting, or did you decide to get against that? Because I just like wondering if you guys want to scout around the house just in case.
Probably be a good idea too.
Or don't want to get ambushed.
if you look in the tiny little slats, by the way, the first thing you can see is lots of cobwebs. The second thing you can see is it kind of looks like the inside has been burned a little bit. It seems like somebody set up a fire here and then realized, oh yeah, lighting a fire indoors is actually a bad idea. Other than that,
Anyone
there
looking
is a
at is
bunch
going to
of
see a
garbage on the
really
floor.
scary cat. It is awfully filthy in there, he mutters to the group. I
What is
don't
it?
Is
More
see
there
anyone.
trash?
so where'd they go after this?
Is it
But
just more
would
trash
any of
in
that?
there?
Well, yeah, they said there's some. It looks like I can see some trash in there, but I don't know if any of this is part of our caravan.
You said there wasn't anyone in there though, right?
I don't see anyone. Don't hear anyone.
Well, and I guess no one will object to us going in. Let's try and go in.
Yeah, as he said that, I'm gonna roll athletics and just open the door.
It'll be
If
a DC 10, I'm pretty sure.
guys, this is the first roll of the game. Oh yeah, by the way, I have like armor check penalty. Do I like add that or
Um, do you have the strength to cancel it out? Yes, you do. The ACP should not apply. It should only
okay?
be applying to stealth because it is noisy.
All right. Oh, so I see I have like a +2 to disarm. That's cool. Okay, so first roll of the game. 13.
Nailed it.
Pretty pretty low roll, but it's enough to smash the door open.
Yeah,
In
so I
fact,
imagine.
yeah, go ahead.
So I imagine like I'm poking the front door with the sharp edge with my axe. So when you say like let's open it, I put some poking here and there to see like the chain how weak it is. So I just turn around the axe to the blunt end and just like hit the door. And now the door is open.
Ask her why to use her hammer and just looks at it. Next time, darling, next time. Put it away.
In
Riley
this
will
case,
start to enter the.
it's less the door um, opening up and more the wood separating from the hinges. So the hinges stay stuck on the wall, and then the rest of the door just kind of separates and falls forward.
And of course, I still have my shield up. Do I roll perception to see anything in there?
Let me do it like this, and this, and this, and this. Because those should be hidden to you guys, right?
Yes.
Scary.
Yeah.
Um, Other than all the trash and cobwebs on the floor in here, there does not seem to be anything around. However, Jack, you notice that there is off to the right, directly around the corner, there is a trap door on the floor. It has been covered up by all of the detritus laying around, but it is definitely there. It's got a ring pull door handle on it, I guess you would just call it.
Does it look like someone was trying to hide it with the trash, or was it just like
No, it just
okay?
happens to be there.
So I imagine I slyly put my head through the door, looking around like this, to him, and like instinct screaming like this is too easy. So he would turn to head to one of the guys, saying, "This seems a too bit easy. Keep your guard up."
You mean the bandits that just decided to take food in the night might not be mastermind criminals?
I shrug my shoulders.
You never know.
Well, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's usually a duck.
Not if it's polymorphed.
That's why it's usually.
Could be a mimic.
I think you're all overthinking this.
Could be a quacking mimic.
That was terrible. Actually foul.
Wow.
As you guys arguing, Jack put like one foot, outside the door and begin to like outside the door and begin to like, look around a bit more. He walked like
Riley will enter behind him.
I will, I guess I'll go in last, towering behind everyone.
It is pretty dark in here, by the way, for those who are not Riley and Jack, apparently.
I mean,
Wait.
I can just cast light.
You can.
Cat folk don't get a dark vision,
They
You
get
have
low
low
light.
light vision.
Low light.
little low light vision.
If you can, cast the light spell, and then it should pop up with a little buff in the chat that you can then drag onto your token, and then it should have a light around you.
Wait, how do I do? Oh, spell effect light, and I drag that on me.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, since I'm doing defense, I should have that shield icon on top of me.
By the way, Rathka, I don't think anybody else has special senses.
I have smell.
Okay, then the two of you can definitely smell the faint whiff of alcohol in here. And there is a specific corner where all of the misused alcohol bottles have been thrown.
Okay. So it seems we're dealing with drunks.
I think we're dealing with alcoholics.
Mm.
It's a wonder they didn't burn the place down entirely if there was alcohol in here.
Maybe we could leave alcohol out for them. Get them drunk and come in later at night.
That's
Huh. Like, so how many bottles are there?
Several dozen.
Definitely alcoholics.
Like, Jack,
And drug it.
you guys, you guys hear like a bit of like a laugh from Jack hearing. He just said, "Look like this person was a white drinker."
If
we
you call
can't.
that light drinking, I don't want to see what heavy drinking is for you.
All we
We
gotta
should.
do is get a barrel of ale, leave it out at night in front of the cabin, drug it, some sort of poison that'll knock them out, and come in at night and just stab them in their sleep.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Jack just
Why?
turned
It
his
works for me all the time.
Jack turned his head and looking with horror on his face, like, "Why you do that to the good drink?"
Wait, works on you or for you?
It works for me all the time. It's how I've always dealt with bandits. They'll never pass up a barrel.
Why would they return to this cabin? It's clear they were just using it temporarily as they were passing through. They're probably going somewhere, so we should figure out where they're going.
Yeah, but look at all the trash. Clearly, they use this place pretty regularly.
Or they just came here, got super drunk, and then left. You know, came here, got drunk, partied, crashed the place, left.
It's a possibility.
I mean, they probably left tracks somewhere outside to show us where they're going.
What about the door?
What do you mean, what about the door?
The basement door. Jack pointed with his axe.
Oh, it's dark in here. It's hard to see.
Really, even with the
Raska
light?
just goes over and stomps on it.
What? Does the door cave in from the stomp?
It does not know. It's relatively sturdy, which is weird considering the rest of the house is kind of the wood has been soaked and is definitely much softer than it would be.
Oh, he just smashed it with a hammer.
I'll just smash it with a warhammer
Can one of you
or an
open it?
earthbreaker. Open.
Yes, open it like a door.
Kind of hard to stop a swinging hammer mid-swing.
Well, then just break.
Give me damage because attacking doesn't
How
matter.
do I roll for damage?
Go to your actions tab. It's the second one, and your Earthbreaker should be there. And then at the end, there's just damage. Okay, how much bonus does raising do? Is it just 1? If you deal damage, they take an amount of additional damage equal to double the number of weapon dice, so 2. So you did 12. This would be, I'm going to say, just wood. So hardness is going to absorb 5 of that, so your 12 went down to 7. Rathka, you smashed it up pretty good, but it is not open yet. It's got like a spot where all of the wood has caved in, but not enough for a complete hole to go through.
Jack just walked over to where he like tried to smash the. I always forgot the name. The walker. The hatch.
Yep,
Yeah, the
trapdoor.
hatch. And like he slightly just waves his axe in front of his hammer, and like he put his axe on the ground and grabbed the lid and tried to open it and see if it's locked or not.
It is not locked. It does just
Pretty
open.
sturdy. It's a pretty sturdy hatch we got here, Jack.
Hmm. They must have got some good wood for this house. He's opened all the way. Grab his axe back in his hand and try to like look down.
Down inside there, you can see that the stairwell, or that there is a stairwell that goes downwards, but it's not straight. It goes down and then turns 180 degrees to go back around the same direction but deeper.
Uh, oh, a spiral staircase.
Yes,
Jack just looked down and just have a confused look. Like, why does this house have a spiral staircase? This
it's
should be
also
like
made
a
of stone as well. This entire bottom part is stone.
like if you guys could see it, a dark, he's flabbergasted. It's like this is a spiral staircase. This made of stone. This should be a cabin.
I think we found an entrance to where they are cooking.
Well then, let's march. But one of you go in front.
I'll do it.
I
I'll
mean,
go in front.
first of all, shouldn't we think about the fact of if there's an entrance, it wouldn't be unguarded?
That's true. Also, by the way, DM, is there like a staircase going up like going up, or is it just
Nope,
a actual cabin?
it's a single floor cabin with a basement.
Oh, so basically like getaway cabin for for your family.
Kinda, yeah. It's more like a survival cabin. Why do I keep saying cavern? God damn it! It's more of a survival cabin than like a luxury thing, though. It's very small.
I used stealth and tried to sneak around. Or I smashed it up with the hammer, but
You can, yeah.
All in
Well,
favor of naming cabins caverns now? Say aye.
Cavern,
I
Aye.
caverns.
you know before okay, so before as Jack's wastes his shield by falling like down to this spiral stone staircase, he turned back to the group saying, "We should tell people about this from the cart, like just in case if something goes wrong."
It would be about a 25-minute walk back.
I don't think we have the time for that.
Let's just do this. It shouldn't be
Can
too difficult.
can Riley look around to see if there's anyone hiding around the area?
You
Like,
can, and there does not appear to be anyone with your eyeballs, and you can't hear anyone nearby. And for those who have sniffers, you also basically all you smell is the faint smell of alcohol and now some dank wetness in the cellar.
Delightful.
Raska making the cat stink face, sniffing around. Do you want me to roll
Actually,
for stealth?
guarded this.
actually, the way we would do it is you would choose to be sneaking prior to combat, and then whenever we do combat, you roll your stealth instead of your perception. If you would like to continue
Okay.
staying stealth, that is. Um, but Riley, actually, you can hear some wet. It's some wet sloshing noises down there as well, and occasionally what sounds like
Like
flesh
wet
on
feet?
flesh.
Like wet feet?
Kind of, yeah.
You said flesh on flesh, not flesh on stone, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's definitely people down there. I can hear it. We should probably be careful going down. Watch out for traps.
Um, how many people do you hear?
I
Two.
can't get specifics. Or well, I guess I can't get specifics.
Yeah.
I hear about two, I think.
So are we ready?
Down we go.
Shield up, weapon up, going down slowly.
There we go. We've got a nice, what appears to be, I would say wine cellar, but it's less wine and more beer because it's kegs of beer in the corner there. Uh, Presumably a place for storing food in this big place here. Some firewood. You got a nice little chandelier that's even lit down here somehow. I think their light radius is 20 bright and 20 dim.
Okay.
So if you have low light, it fills up the entire room. These are stools that are upside down on this bar, by the way.
Well, what's this store about?
Wait, I see a
That's a good
book.
question. A book? That's a deck of cards.
Oh,
They're extremely big cards. I don't know why they're that big, but yeah.
I meant the mysterious store right here.
This door
Riley's gonna check
is
behind the bar.
locked.
Locked? Oh.
Maybe if we hit enough, it'll come down.
Hey, person who attacked the other door, break this one down.
really? Walk around just in case it's just a key lying around?
I forgot something actually. As you were coming down the stairs, I think Jack would have been in the front. Um,
Yep.
when you turn around the corner of the spiral staircase, um, you're immediately hit in the face by what appears to be twine holding together a bunch of uh, bottles. So whenever you walk down the stairs, you get the nice. Here we go. I actually have two bottles. You get.
That was definitely an alarm.
Okay, well,
Good thing I didn't alert them.
Um,
can
Riley's
I?
gonna check behind the bar to see if there's anything behind the bar.
There's any people behind the bar, if that's what you were thinking.
Like a key or anything like that.
There doesn't appear to be anything in any of the shelves. Is that the word for it? Not shelves, the drawers. There we go. Other than some empty bottles and some bottles that are not empty, but those ones are more like I'll say it's just one drawer has a not empty bottle in it. All of the booze, by the way, is just extremely cheap beer. That
There's
was
like
a trap that you all failed to sense, by the way. But I
Nice.
didn't. I didn't bother putting a stat block or anything for it because it's just if you hit it, it makes noise. Ooh.
it's an alarm trap.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it
Um,
seems like we're gonna make a lot of noise breaking down this door anyway. So.
there's some leftover beer over here if any of you guys want it.
Ooh, I'm
Probably not drink that.
I'm going to grab that.
Do not drink it right now.
I'm just go play my backpack.
I can't drink it.
I will say there are 5 bottles of alcohol in here you can take.
Heck yeah.
That's a whole 5 copper.
I point that all in my backpack.
Are you satisfied now with your looting of their alcohol?
Here you go. Alcohol. 5.
Um, I'm gonna say at this point, Riley's pretty sure we're gonna walk in on something. So if anyone like turns around and looks over at Riley, um, you kind of see him like sit back on his haunches, and then as he sits back on his haunches, he stands upright. He looks kind of a squat, sort of, but he stands at like a 5'7", 5'6" ish, I believe. And he 5'7", and he draws his sword and his shield.
I have an idea for how to catch them off guard.
Oh yeah, by the way, the decks of cards on the table. Are they? Can I grab them?
You can, but they probably won't be worth anything. I think
I'm
the only
fine with
ones
that.
Rat.
that they consider worth something are like tarot cards. I forget what they call them. The
I
harrowing set.
Yeah, the harrowing sets. I need to get one.
Raska standing there on the other side,
Ignore that.
on the opposite side of the door, and
Uh,
she's like holding her hammer, going, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm gonna
Where did
fight."
Riley go?
Gonna rip him apart.
Where did Riley go? Did you delete your token?
Where did I go? I might have, yeah.
Yeah, so I just grabbed the playing cards and I put them in
Hey,
my backpack.
okay, so I have an idea. What's this door made of?
Wood.
Okay, so what if I did spray of stars through the door to just catch whoever's behind it off guard as they get burned?
It would definitely just hit the door, sadly.
Aw.
But have you checked the wizard beyond the door?
Well, you have to break it down first. Just break the door.
No,
Does
like
anyone have thieves' tools?
I don't think anybody has thievery or thieves' tools, no.
Mm-mm.
I have a thievery of 1, but no tools. I guess breaking it down is really our only option.
You can break it down or you can force it open. One of them is just hitting it with your weapon, like Rathka did, and the other one is like trying to do the old heave ho and push it open.
Athletics.
Yep.
Gotcha.
This is not my forte. Can one of you find gentleman kick it open? Or gentle cat?
Gentle ladies.
Riley will just duck as the Earthbreaker swings over his head.
Give me that damage.
Watch where you're swinging that.
It's gonna be reduced
I
by
told you to
5 and
watch
moved
it.
to 10. Casey, you did 7 out of 10, so it's not quite broken yet.
wait, what? Okay, I want to say how tall is Wybie? Or
Riley is
Well,
5'7",
Raska is
standing on his
Jack is just
items.
5 foot. So how tall are like you, Wacky,
Rathka?
Wacka?
Raska is he's like, let's see if I could find the he's 7'2".
So basically,
Jolly green giant.
yeah. So basically, you're swinging a hammer like above me. It's not hitting me all at all. I'm basically holding the shield like at your knee level.
Well, can somebody finish breaking down this door then?
I do have an axe. You can't just but no
You
for cutting wood.
could just swing again.
So I
Guess
just
I'll
roll
just
damage.
wing it in.
Just damage, yeah. Because the to hit doesn't matter because they're immune to crits anyways.
I got 8
That's exactly enough to smash it open.
for
And
cut.
Yeah.
as the door is opened, you can see the corpse. Oh, wait. There we go. The corpse of a goblin in their small clothes, covered in alcohol bottles. And also, there you go.
Ugh.
Well, it seems like something got our bandits first.
So there's
Well,
some
that's
big
pretty gross.
blobs trying to eat them. And now we will start initiative. So you can just select yourself, right click yourself, and then press the crossed swords and the shield.
Or wait, the crossword and the shields? Oh,
Did it show up?
yeah, I'm clicking it, but it's not doing anything.
We go to a counter like on top of your tab, right next to chat, and you click on a counter and roll dice. That's how I did.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I did that as well on the side. You can see it there.
Yeah, there we go. You right click yourself and then press it to put yourself in the tracker, and then you click on the cross swords on the sidebar to look at the tracker. You can also right click it to pop it out, so move it around if you want to still keep the chat log.
I'm starting off great, guys. I swear.
Wait, how do you open up the what?
The second tab for you should be two crossed swords on
I see
the
it.
right hand
Okay,
side.
yeah,
And if you right click it, it'll pop it out to where you can move it around.
cool.
I think you can technically do that with any of the tabs, so I guess it just depends on what you want to have on the right and what you want popped out. Begin. Jack, unfortunately, your
Yeah, we're
shield
doing great.
immediately goes away because it goes away at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I understand that. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 20. I move here. That is 20, which my move is 25, which I can move here. That's my first turn. Second one, axe to this same space.
Your movement's 20 because you're a dwarf.
Oh, so that's my.
That's your
I
third
thought.
action to hit.
Hmm,
The unburdened iron, if that's what you're thinking of, um, it removes the penalty, so you're on par with somebody that would be in heavy armor right now.
oh, I see. So I moved twice because but still be legs, and now I just swing. Ah, so AC of 8.
Yep.
Damage and a 10.
10. As you cut into it, it kind of just morphs around uh, and then reforms back into the same shape it was in, but slightly smaller now. You successfully hacked away some of the slime. And now, Rathka.
I feel like I try aim for whatever the same neck. And when I saw it just like reform, I just have a face of pure concern. Like what?
Well, that's a bit unexpected. I wasn't expecting slimes down here. Or perhaps I should have. Hmm. I would Monster Hunter be useful here?
You get it free whenever you hunt prey, so. In order to get your outwit bonus, you have to hunt your prey first for one action.
Oh, I'll hunt prey.
What like
Give me. I think you only have nature, right? Yeah. Um, the identify on these is occultism, but you're only trained in nature, so you can use it at a -5 instead, but that would make it a -1 and your occultism is 0, so occultism is technically better for you.
I should just roll occultism.
Yep. Oh well.
Oh,
No info, and you can't identify them again. They're still hunted, though.
Rough roll.
A nat one. Our first nat one of session, boys.
yay! So special. All right, guys. I don't know what they are.
It's their turn, right?
Rathia's still got 2 actions,
Ah, right.
Um. hmm.
which is probably move and punch.
Yeah, hit the thing.
Yep.
I don't think it matters right now, but on your actions tab, check target is your hunted prey. I think that's only going to give you AC versus it right now, because all the rest is skill related, which doesn't do anything if you're hitting it.
Why do you have like shadow dice?
What do you mean?
I
They
just
look
see like
normal to me.
I just see like a pitch black dice.
Could be an error then. I seen
I
it
think that was
as
an error because
yellowy.
that was yellow. Yeah.
Also, what's that? A quit?
Technically it was a crit, however, um, slimes do not care about critical hits.
Roll for damage.
Yep, just give me normal damage. Ooh, max. Oops. Powie. And now, which one is this? It's the other one. Let's see here. This one is going to move over here. And then jump up and spin around, flinging its disgusting ooze everywhere. Um, Ovarian, you lucky son of a bitch. It splatters outside the door near you. However, Jack and Rathka give me that DC 17 reflex save. That's really hard to see. As long as your token is selected and you click on that part where it says DC 17 reflex save, it'll just roll it automatically for you.
But for me, it says pulling effect. Like first is pulling effect.
It should work then, yeah.
Do I check the pulling effect or no?
I think so, even though it's only on a crit fail.
17.
Oh, the fucking prone effect saved you. So success, nothing happens. Oops. Delete that AoE, but just know this entire room is covered in filth now. And Rathka, it's going to try attacking you with the little whippy part on the top of its head. And there's your damage. You can just press the damage button and it should apply to you.
Oh, ow.
And now this one, it's also going to try to whip Rathka 3 times. Miss. 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 Varian.
That's
Ooh.
good.
He's getting pissed.
Is it my turn yet?
Yep.
Yep,
Is
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it
you're
was
good.
still. Okay. I'm going to use Void Warp on the one in the back. Oh wait, I need to move 5 feet for that. I'm gonna move into the room and then use Void Warp on the one in the back, which requires a basic Fortitude save.
Yep. If you post it in the chat, it should have the save,
It's
and then you can just click
17.
the save there.
Or wait, how do I do that?
Press the cast button.
Oh,
There you go. And now I can do, oops, do that. And press that. And now it takes half of that.
that. Yeah.
yeah.
And there we go. Riley.
Wahoo. Riley is going to do this first. I can just drag it from the chat, right?
Do the roll first on the top.
Ah, you're right. My bad. I forget that I have to roll it. And actually failed to do it.
Nothing happened.
Ah,
Um,
dang it.
I think it's once per round, so you'll have to try it next round if they
Yeah, I
survive
have to
that
try
long.
next round. Sorry, I completely forgot to press the button. He's gonna move there, and then he's gonna raise his shield because he doesn't have any more actions.
Back to check. Which reminds me, I
I am.
forgot something. Um, the RNG is not working. Jack RNG says gets a hero point.
Wahoo!
I am going to try to kill this slime as fast as possible. Hit. 5. I'm gonna try and not hit with my axe at -5.
Still probably hit it. Yep.
And last turn, I'm gonna waste my shield.
One down, one to go. Rathka.
He's
Yeah.
pissed
Also,
off.
I'm also gonna refresh because I keep seeing shadow dice.
Yep.
Turns to the remaining slime and bonks it with the Earthbreaker.
The hits. By the way, if you mouse over it and press T, it will target it for you. Otherwise, I think you can double right click, which does not work for me because I'm the GM.
Oh, I see. And I guess I would have to lean down for this, but I guess I'll take a bite out of it. How do I roll that?
The same way, but it's your jaws instead of the Earthbreaker. Also, it would be at +2 instead. It is not a critical because it's a slime, but you still do normal damage.
That slides off my my saber teeth. Well, that
Did
was
you just
slimy.
bite a slime?
Yeah, it was really slimy.
It's a slime.
Is it good?
I'm going to
I
assume
don't know
no.
yet. Well, I didn't taste it because it's on the it bit it on my my big saber teeth. You see these big pointy things outside my mouth?
Just don't lick them.
You licked it.
It's his tongue with acid.
It tastes like alcohol
Gag.
that has set out in the sun for too long, and also a bit like poopy.
Tastes like shit.
It's a slime. It's gonna taste like shit.
You don't know that. You gotta give it a taste. Come on
I
here.
can't
What if it's made of
taste
honey?
things. He
Yeah,
chomps his mouth. It's like made of metal. It makes
you
clang
get
clang sounds.
you get one action left, by the way, Rathka.
Oh, one action left. Let's see.
Hit it again.
Feel like I need to taste it again.
Still a hit, but not a crit.
Was that the right map?
It wasn't, but it would still hit.
That's true.
Okay, now this ooze has already spewed, so it can't spew again.
You're gonna spew into this.
It's gonna try to continue to smack Rathka. There's your
Oh,
almost max damage, Jesus.
the slime
Dang.
is mad.
And so it begins.
Well, I mean, she bit it twice.
Yeah, you did. You just made the slime angry.
Oh my god.
And here's the next one. And here's the next one. Variant.
Jeez.
Great.
Those miss.
So, how many actions do you get per turn?
3.
Okay. So, theoretically, I could walk up to it and cast harm on it twice.
How many actions is harm?
One if I'm using it at touch range.
Then yeah, because you'd be moving and then 2 touches.
I'm gonna do that then.
Oh, it's flank.
Flat footed?
It's a save spell, so it would flank anyway.
Oh. Yeah. Fair.
Harm versus living. Actually, no, you just want to do the one action one.
Yeah.
Press press the one action one, and then it should change to the save.
Got it. Sorry.
Here we go. Fort save. And now if you press roll damage / healing, it should pop up for you.
Great. And then I'm gonna cast it again. Embrace the void, slime.
Exact same roll. It's still alive, barely.
Damn.
Riley.
All right, we're gonna try it again. That's better.
Wonder why it puts that twice.
No idea. That's really weird. It didn't put it twice the first time, I don't think. Now that I have that, I'm going to make a strike with my my bastard sword on it.
Howie. Combat
Murdered.
complete.
Well, that
yeah.
really hurt.
Just casually, like almost dead.
I need some.
With
I need some
with
healing too.
with combat complete, Riley puts his stuff away and he goes back to being on all floors.
You know, as you do that, I just begin to like poke the dead goblin with my axe.
And
You
Mary's
know,
just gonna look around for the stolen supply.
this looks like an awfully good spot for a cat nap.
It does.
It smells like alcohol in here.
You know, as he said that, I began to like move around the dead goblin with my axe. I see like 20 alcohol like under him. Like I
Yeah,
found the
it's
swords.
it's probably hard to walk around without kicking a bottle around or tripping on them.
There's literally 20 alcohol on this goblin. He was living his life.
Are the supplies down here anywhere?
They're not, no.
Shit.
How do I
Yeah,
use catnap?
you know, when you said that, like, where's the supply? I said, it's on him. This 20
Technically,
alcohol.
no.
Yeah, technically, but of course, this is some good stuff for him. Of course, since nobody says saying anything, he's gonna like grab it. And there's a exploring clothing on him. Does
Yep,
anyone need that?
Did the goblin have our supplies in like a bag or something on him?
they did not. However,
Down.
you can
Yeah.
find a matchbook on them with no matches in it that simply says on the back, um, boo, Copper Hill's mine.
Whoops. Yeah, accidentally rolls onto the dead goblin.
I have 25 alcohol on me.
The dwarf
Who?
has a
Sometimes
bunch
you
of
just need a
alcohol on
drink.
them. Woohoo.
A lot.
Also, he has exploring clothing. Does anyone need that?
No, I'm okay. Did you find anything else on him besides the beer and clothing?
Um, an empty matchbox.
Does it have? Why would they have an empty matchbox? Can I see it?
Sure.
He'll look at the matchbox and find the little message. Is it? Well, I honestly, this is probably what I think it is. They have he had a matchbook on him that said Copper Hill's Mine on it. It's probably where they're at.
So are we going back to the caravan to tell them about that, or are we just going there?
I think we should tell them. As Jack said that he pick up the exploring clothing and begin to fold it and put in his backpack. Also, we should like donate this clothing just in case if someone needed it.
It's goblin size.
Stinky.
It is stinky. You can
It,
use that one.
it's
Sure, you want
goblin
to
size
donate
and
that.
stinky. We'll find a goblin or someone who's small enough to wear it.
I mean, you do know a goblin's been rotten in that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would want to wear the
What do
I
you
think I
mean?
stupid
have a better
clothes.
use for them.
I don't see a problem with it. This armor I'm wearing was passed down throughout dwarf inflation. A lot of dwarves die in this, but it still hold up.
Oh, that's horrible.
Uh, I
I
I
would.
don't think we should take the clothing. At least not in the way it is. We could probably tear it down for cloth.
We can make torches out of them. Got
Uh,
alcohol.
either way, are we heading back to the caravan or are we just gonna go there? Because I mean, I'm fine to go there, but our
I mean,
big friend here doesn't seem too solid.
Kind of broken up after a Wrathkiss rolled on him.
you know, you know, when you said like make it to like a Molotov cocktail, why would you say that white?
Just make him into a torch.
Yeah, like he like
Here,
shrugged his shoulders to like bring out the clothing and one bottle of alcohol and like give to you like have fun making something out of this.
Raska picks up a femur and wraps the stinky clothes around one end and puts it in alcohol, and you've got a torch now.
Do we need to make a crafting check for that?
Yep.
not?
Let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to Dubs if we do that.
Could we?
I will say no. It's easy enough.
Okay.
Oop.
Yeah. Yeah, so I
God,
just you say like I have like a makeshift torch or
Yeah, you can just make it a torch.
okay. I'll just
Change
remove
1 copper into 1 copper.
we should probably get moving.
Yeah.
The last thing we want to do is sit around and wait. They might be eating our supplies right now.
like also I'm removing the explored clothing because it can turn into a torch and one beer.
By the way, everybody but Riley can notice you've got a little visitor peeping in on you.
Oh god, I can see it.
Here you go.
I actually saw it, I think, first.
I
as
see
a
it?
player, as a player.
Everybody but Riley sees this, yes.
It's a little wormling.
You can see a tiny little dragon
Kinda
thing
cute.
peeping around the corner. It's about the size of a cat.
Um,
Can
hello
I
there.
okay, can I roll recon knowledge if I notice?
You can. It is Arcana, which since
Whoops,
your
didn't
other
mean to do that.
stuff is
Somebody
5
call it out.
already,
Somebody call it out to me, please.
Can I roll Arcana?
I do not know this fucking dragon. I have no idea what it is.
you can roll Arcana, yes.
I roll
Okay,
nature.
then I'm gonna do that.
This is, oh god, that's a huge wall of text. Um, Beautifully colored in purples and electric blues, these tiny dragons are genuinely brilliant in more ways than one. They are playful and kind, and while they have a long tradition of assisting spellcasters, they prefer to be treated as equals and partners rather than pets. They're quite intelligent and don't appreciate condescension from those who treat them as simple animals. This is a house drake.
Oh. Well, hello there, House Drake.
It's
I
like a
should
house elf, but
note
cuter.
I should note that he also has a collar on, which has a lead attached to it, just dragging along the ground as it walks and flies along.
Do you know what happened to the person who was holding that?
Uh,
Aw, it's kinda cute.
no,
Who are you talking to?
The creature.
It does speak
What
though.
creature? Oh, I imagine I see it now. Yeah.
Hi, what are you doing here?
Looking for our stolen supplies.
Oh, well, what did they steal?
Food, water.
I'm sitting here like in confusion. Like
He's doing little circles. It's so cute.
I I'm just sitting
Don't
here like
talk down to it.
I just hear confusion here.
Oh no, that was me as a player. I'm not talking down to it. I was like, it's just cute.
What's your name, little fella?
Do
I'm
not talk down
Chest.
to it.
I'm Chester.
Nice to meet you, Chester. I'm Raska.
It
May I roll an
holds
Arcana check to
out.
see if I know it?
You can, yes. It holds out one of its hands. Oops. Which is very slightly smaller than a house cat's paws. But it does
Extends
have
a
opposable
finger.
Are you
thumbs, so
fucking kidding me, bro? I can't roll for shit.
Extends a finger out. His hand. Pleasure to meet you. Says with a big grin.
you smell like shit. You know that?
Like, well, I was rolling at a dead goblin a moment ago.
Yes, and I don't know why you did that.
That was after it sprayed filth all in the room.
They managed to successfully dodge that one.
Yeah, but it's all in the room.
It's all
And yeah,
over the
that
room, yeah.
room smells like shit. Um, where'd you come from?
I was just flying by looking for something to eat, and then I smelled. It smells like what the old man drinks a lot. So I figured maybe there was food in here because there's always food whenever there's the stuff that he drinks.
Um,
Where's
well,
your
Would
old
you like to come
man?
with us? I can hunt for you. You like meat, right?
Oh yes, I especially like the tiny. What do you call them? They're like they dig around in the ground, and then when they come out, it's very easy to just fly above them and then bite their necks.
Oh, I
worms?
know, right? I love hunting
Um,
moles. Moles, mice, and squirrels.
Oh,
Really just bite off their heads.
is
Very
it
little.
is it a mole or a vole?
It's one of the two, but they've got their nose kind of looks like a star.
Oh, that's a mole. Okay. Where is
You
your old
bite
man
off
right
their
now?
heads in one bite?
I don't know where the old man is. To he told me to stay around the house, but then I got bored and I just went outside and then I got lost.
Uh-huh.
How long ago was this?
Um it like flies leaning backwards a little bit and starts counting its fingers and then starts counting its toes. Uh it's about 20 moons ago.
so 2 weeks.
So somewhere around there, yeah.
Hmm. Where we're traveling with a caravan, maybe someone in there can help you.
Um maybe. Where are you going?
Out of character. DM, do we know where we're going?
Right
Yeah.
now nowhere because you got gotta get your
Well,
supplies.
yeah. We need to figure out if we want to go straight to Copper Hill Mine or go back to the caravan and then go to Copper Hill Mine. I
I think
um I would like to go to the mine right away because I think we're rapidly losing supplies.
Well,
Out
I
of
mean, I can
character,
always hunt for meat.
I can't tell if it's supposed to be another session or in the same session.
I usually go 4 hours, and we started at
Okay.
6, so
So it's been about
7.
2 or 3.
Uh,
So we should like hit that caravan.
Or wait, it's
Raska's
only been an
almost
hour
dead.
actually. Close to an hour, almost 2.
Almost 2 hours.
Almost.
by the way, he flutters over
And
here, and
not to
then
mention that Raska's literally almost dead.
True.
he flutters over here, and then lands on Riley's back, and just sits on it.
Yes. Riley has no problem with this. Well, we're probably gonna. Well, we can't go anywhere yet with the caravan because the caravan needs its supplies. Um, have you been to the Copper Hill mine before?
No, but I've heard about it.
You know anything about it?
Um, it's got it's got a big office, and I think it used to be what do you call it? It's it's kind of like sharecropping, but not. There's no crops. The crops is the metal.
Air mining.
It's the thing where they keep everybody stuck in the town by only paying them in the company money that you can only spend in the company
Oh,
store.
Oh, a company town?
ew.
Is that what they're called? I thought they were more difficult than that.
Yeah, the company town.
That sounds really messed up.
Yeah, I don't like company towns because they pay you in paper money.
And they take
That'll never
everything out
catch on.
of your actual pay. So you don't actually make a living. You're
That'll never catch on.
you're essentially an indentured slave to them.
Paper money? How are you supposed to tell how much it's worth? If
You
it's
can't.
Yeah,
You're
just
not
I mean,
supposed to.
exact
Yeah, you can't
gold.
even bite into it. Who's you
yeah,
have
to
to
make sure
check
it's
earlier.
real.
Varian, you would know that you you can pay house drakes for their service in silver, and they specifically will eat it. And whenever they eat it, you can see in the image here actually. Well, not so much, but you can tell that their horns are like made of silver and their
Yeah.
little wing spikes. But they will specifically sharpen their teeth on the silver and then coat their teeth in silver. So whenever they like, if there's something that's weak to silver, they can bite it and trigger the weakness.
Here,
Uh,
Chester. Here's 5 silver for you.
As you guys, talking about this mining place, I do have like mining war, so I want to roll it if I know anything about this place.
You probably could, yes. In fact, I'll give
I
you a +4 on it.
Oh, so
So bring
8,
it up to a
9,
12.
10, 11, 12, 12.
Where is the thing? You know, the
I mean,
thing.
this session's go end. I have like 2 hero points. Maybe I could fucking reroll that.
You could, yeah. We're doing roll twice, take the highest, by the way, so.
Hero point.
I gave the Chester 5 silver pieces.
Oh, that's much
Okay,
better.
I got 9. So what? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26.
Yeah. I will give you, um, let's see. Got create a name. Actually, you know what? I will do that whenever we're traveling to wherever you want to go first, whether it's camp or the mines. Um, I'll give you a nice dwarf name. In fact, I know one. It's we will call him um
Stark Shadowhammer.
here we go. Do we have any Vermintide 2? I think it's only in 2 enjoyers.
Don't is it Barden or is it Grimnir? Ooh, I
Call
like it. I
him
like it.
Uzkul Fagaraki.
Uker Wagasaki.
That is the owner of the company town, and I will also give you. I closed the thing. God damn it. Um, an obscure rumor or poorly guarded secret. People will say that this specific mine actually is not so much even a copper mine anymore. It's more of like a criminal organization where they ship out various types of drugs in all the copper ore that they're sending out.
You know, I clap my hands together to try to get everyone's attention. I said Uker Wagasaki. And I repeat what Wen said.
Then let's go deal with that.
What about Rothka?
Right. I suppose you should rest first.
Well, I don't really want to die.
Yeah, I basically tell you guys that this is a dwarven drug smuggling place.
I guess it can't be helped in game 1.
Also, if anyone knows Khazalid, the reason they call them Thagaraki is because Raki means Skaven, and Thagi is a traitorous killer.
I hear Rachni and I think Rachni Kadaki from Monster Hunter. So I guess we're gonna take a rest then for Rothka.
Jack has healing, right?
Yeah, if we have
I mean,
healing, it's probably
you
gonna
don't
go
have
to
the
use
med
it
kit,
here.
but you have the skill. Does anybody have healer's tools?
I used all my spell slots. I had healing magic, but
I'm afraid I don't have healer's tools. I have an artisan toolkit and a repair toolkit, but no artisan's tools or healer's tools.
are
Well,
there
I
short rests?
no, there's not. Chesder can offer some healing, but no, it's very variable and will not get her to max. So I think you should stop by the camp first to get her healed up,
Yeah,
and
I don't think
then
we can
head out.
afford to go there right away. I guess we'll have to head back and then just take whatever we lose.
Yeah, also
Uh,
when we get back, I'm going to drop off all of the alcohol I got.
Yep.
yeah, Mister, I carry tons of alcohol. I mean, at least we'll have alcohol.
Make sure the dwarf doesn't drink it all.
Do I hear a challenge?
His name is Nico, right? Or is it Rico?
Huh?
The
Not really a challenge, or a statement of fact.
I go break your neck, like kneecap.
I've heard that joke so many times.
uh, uh,
Okay, so I'm gonna put all the alcohol in the party. Same.
I thought I was safe from the jokes here. I'm never safe.
what do you
Okay,
mean they're perfectly great?
Yeah, totally.
okay. Now all the alcohol is in the party stash.
Musing, you would say.
Or party stash or caravan or
Getting to be a bit
yeah.
catastrophic.
Oh yeah. By the way, are we calling this as the party stash or the caravan?
I think I made a terrible mistake making my whole persona a catboy while being named Nico.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's perfect.
God.
So we head back to camp and we get Harathka healed up.
And I'm dropping out the alcohol. All 24 of them.
I should have tasted those slimes. It tasted really bad.
Man, we might as well not even go back.
I need healing tools like so fucking badly.
There we go.
Yay! Some moving boogers. They really hit hard.
Riley's gonna go find the person who sent us on the quest. I'm assuming that was Quartermaster Scrunderbaz. And he's gonna be like, "Hey, we found this note on one of the on a goblin. Do we know it was goblins that stole our stuff, or is it just bandits?"
We honestly don't know. For all we know, it could be like bandit goblins.
Oop, I was muted that whole time.
Yep.
He can show you. In fact, he can even spare one of the scouts to take you to the company town itself. However, can't really tell you where they would be at in there, so you kind of just have to look around. Because the Feder has moved through the area, and everybody left, and very surprisingly, nobody decided to come back.
Okay, so we're essentially looking at like a ghost town, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That would be a good opportunity to find good salvage.
Maybe might find some stuff there. Either way, we'll have to be careful if the miasmas moved in.
Well, if last I checked, it blew through, stayed there for a little bit, but then it's gone now. It should still be good. Maybe there's a few pockets every once in a while, but
During
Avoidable, you think?
oh yeah, you should be able to see it coming considering you're gonna be on top of a hill.
during this rest, do I get any spell slots back or no?
You do not know.
Damn.
Takes a full 8 hours unless I think there's some people that can get around it, but I can't think of who. All I can think of is wizards can I forget what their thing is called, but they let me isn't there a wizard around here somewhere? There's a sorcerer. Drain bonded item, I think. And they can get like one spell slot back, but I think they have to use it within a certain amount of turns afterwards.
So are y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Rothko? Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Let's give me a moment to finish cleaning the slime off my teeth.
Want some alcohol?
I'm good. I'm busting it off. She has a claw. She's like flossing her teeth, individual tooth.
Well, when
Looking
we're
at the
ready.
mirror. Oh yeah, I'm ready now.
By the way, Rin can tell you that sounds like you guys encountered some sewer oozes. There
Yeah,
Nice
wasn't
and I
easy
a
bet
side of that.
there wasn't a latrine anywhere around, was there?
not that we saw, but I did bite them.
Congrats on eating literal shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do they only show up near uh that latrines?
They usually show up in the culverts underneath the cities. They can show up anywhere there's enough refuse though. Even at the end of a river where people, you know,
All flows downhill.
it does, yes.
Well, this is nice to know. I never knew that was a thing.
See, this is why you dig a hole, he says.
That's why they bury it? Hmm.
Yep. Also, so other animals don't find you.
Hmm.
Are y'all ready to destroy
I'm ready
this
to head
company
out.
town?
Jack gonna crack his neck, move around his axe. I am.
We should get moving then.
Hmm.
And I'm ready to head out.
Well, one of the scouts can take you there. It's just
Heck
past
yeah.
the cabin. Just like another 10-minute walk from there.
As I'd say, wait a minute, the abandoned mine on the map.
Yep.
Wish I did tell you guys that is a drug a dwarven drug smuggling place.
Do they have catnip? I really love catnip.
Is there catnip in this universe?
Let me.
I don't think it's a good idea to be doing that kind of stuff.
There you go. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Is that pronounced cat or quat?
I think it's cat. Yeah. It's
I'll do it.
cocaine.
It's literally
Sit.
cocaine.
None of you are allowed to use anything we find.
I can't use anything we find.
Back in my hometown, I used to have a whole field of catnip growing outside the house.
Um,
I don't think you should admit to that.
I just waved my eyebrow at you.
Right, it's a herb. It's just
thank you.
cats will get high off it. Humans use it for tea.
I never met any human who uses it for tea.
I think the DM was just saying how there isn't catnip, but the closest thing is cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Closest you can get to it is cat. QAT.
Which seems
Isn't
quite
that
the
just a
strong
mechanic
thing.
thing?
Yeah, cat is like cocaine.
Drugs are pretty good in this system if as long as you just
Don't
don't
get
get
addicted.
addicted. Easy.
Yeah, easy, man. Don't get addicted.
Just,
That's it. Just don't get
yeah,
addicted.
Squishy.
drugs are great as long as you just don't get addicted.
Yep.
I'm surprised catnip isn't in it for the cat folk.
It be like that.
but it takes about 30 minutes to get here. Um,
Oh boy.
you kind of roll into the middle of a bunch of very similar looking cabins, all built on either side of a street going through the middle of town. And then there is a big, elaborate mansion at the end, or I guess it would be, but now it's more like all of the shutters on the windows have been knocked off. Uh, there's very clearly a spot on the front where somebody has set a fire and it didn't burn the whole building down. Instead, there's just a big black blur where all the ash has caught on the wood. Um, and if you look through any of these buildings, they're all kind of just smashed, and all the shit on the inside is thrown apart, and it's probably scattered everywhere in the streets as well. Uh,
Jeez, I think
but
they've been busy.
you can see a mine that is behind the mansion. You can even see like one of those big ore chutes that you would put all the ore at the top and then it would roll into the town where they would collect it. And there are minecart tracks that go all the way to the entrance of a mine. In fact, I didn't think of that. I have a map that has the tracks going into the mine, but oh well. Um, the main mine shaft has been not necessarily caved in, but there's a bunch of large boulders in the way. But off to the side, there is another short entrance that is uh, in the front. Let's see here. First of all, boop. There we go. There's a sign in the front stating that it is the auxiliary shaft.
Where's Varian?
I'm there.
I don't see the token.
How about now?
Oh,
I see it.
you might have to refresh your page.
How about if I do this
I'm refreshing.
and then this?
I started refreshing the moment I was told to. Sorry.
You have paid Chester in 5 silver, so he is going to follow you along because you paid him, and he wants to know what the job is, and he's going to pester you until you tell him.
Can I get my token back on the board?
All 4 of them are there for me.
The map is completely black for me because I don't own a token on this board apparently.
How about now?
There we go.
There we go. Desync.
Yeah, woohoo. Uh, we're just looking for supplies, Chester.
I'm going to tap the sign to see like how old it is.
Hey, Chester. I offer Chester a gold, not gold, a silver coin if he helps search some of these buildings.
Yeah, I'm going to tap on the sign to see if it's still in good shape or just go turn to dust.
It's enough to hold up, but it doesn't. The sand kind of makes it shift a little bit. It's not good soil around a mine, surprisingly. You said you paid Chester to look in the buildings?
Yeah, look around.
Okay, I can do that. He's going to fly off. Boop.
Like Jack, waves his shield, he just have a bad feeling about this place.
Yep. Let me Okay. 2019, 1817. Okay.
Oh, slow down, Jesus.
You all can hear deeper inside the sound of raucous laughter.
I think that's the people we're after.
Also, at the entrance this time, Jack, perhaps because you're looking for it this time, you can see all of the strung up bottles and horseshoes and stuff in not this part of the entrance, but down here. You can easily just move around them or take them down if you really want to, but I don't know what you would.
I am just going to move around.
Well then,
Let's just sneak in there.
Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned there are obvious signs of foot traffic going through here. So Rathka, you can actually use hunt prey to track things. Um, and then I think you get it automatically whenever combat starts. Let's see. If you use hunt prey against a creature, you've already nope, not that one.
It essentially
Uh,
saves the first action, yeah.
yeah,
Technically, if you wanted to, it would kind of waste the first use of like something like Warden, but
yeah, because then you wouldn't be able to see them to identify them.
yeah, and then you wouldn't get the free recall knowledge from that, or that would have been used like quote unquote 4 turns ago because you were tracking them.
But yeah, you can see the main door has been smashed open here, and they have constructed a crude barricade of sandbags and a palisade at the end, surprisingly. And Jack, you can see around the corner. There is, in fact, several boxes of stuff piled up in here.
And of course, I see a light.
You do, yes. There seems to be a campfire around the corner.
I turn my head and whisper to the group, saying that I see a light up ahead on the side.
Then let's kill him.
Is anybody going to attempt to be stealthy?
I will.
I cannot be stealthy. I'm guessing at the noise from my armor.
perhaps I can sneak on ahead.
So,
Go for it.
Do you have. I know some people have terrain expertise, but I don't know who. Not you, okay.
can I roll stealth?
You can, yes. In fact, just keep that in mind, and then whenever initiative starts, on the left side of your sheet, there's a thing for initiative that says perception right now, but you can switch it to stealth.
Oh, okay, so it makes my initiative lower now.
But then you start hidden potentially.
Mm.
Let's see. Rathka, I'll let you move in as far as you want as long as you're behind cover. So, sandbags, crates, rocks. That's about it.
Do I see the? I assume I see the two little
Yep,
critters by the fire.
because they've got campfire going, so they're in light, so you can see them even though you're in dark.
Oh,
He's
right.
ready.
I should disable my light spell.
It
So
looks over and every.
did I succeed in sneaking?
If you'd like, we can start initiative, and you can find out.
I had the 11 over there in the stealth. I wanted to sneak in like Rathka did.
Put yourself in the tracker, and then I'll just manually edit it to be that. So just right-click yourself and then press the crossed swords and shield. So you were 11.
I'm confused, but all right.
Riley, were
Oh,
you
what
also
do I
using
do?
sneak?
Wait, me? For combat?
Right-click yourself and press the crossed swords and shield icon.
Yeah, I'll go ahead
Yes.
and sneak. Give me
And
one
you
second. Let me
were
change it over to stealth.
18. Here's
If
all
we
the
go,
goblins. Of course.
I'm going to try to stealth. Yeah, I have a -1 to stealth. I can't.
You can do it.
You can probably beat a 3, a 3, and a 5.
I don't know if we're beating the 22 though.
Which one is this? Which one's the perceptive little shit?
The
The one
closest.
closest, okay.
I'm
That's
going.
great.
I'm a hero point that.
At least you know you can go in there and
Better than
distract him.
one.
All those
Enemies
healthy
go
boys.
first, but I believe you are still hidden to them.
Okay,
Uh,
I managed to do it equal to two. The three goblins have well, like two of them have three, so I'm equal on their page.
you guys can still move in as long as you're behind cover, as close as you want.
Oh, okay, so I'll be like right here since I'm the front of my tank.
Wonder if I can make it to these rocks.
Those rocks would count, yes.
Is that like a good spot?
Can I climb on top of these crates?
You can, yes.
Oop.
I don't think we're getting any closer. I think we need to just kind of go in there. How are we going to handle the guys up top?
I have a plan to damage all of them at once.
But is it a good plan? Because first,
The
Goblin
goblin
Warrior, the
spots
good one,
us.
actually hears everybody coming up. Uh, he will spend one turn to point out Rathka, and then he will pull out the short bow and shoot.
He's offended.
Hit by 0.
Wait,
Two
doesn't that miss though?
damage.
Nope,
Oh, yeah. No, never mind.
they rolled the exact number, so it hits. There's your 2 damage.
Oh,
And Rathka, you are currently hidden to all of them. They know the exact square you're in, but not. They have to make a check to hit you. So now it's your turn. Doing anything other than stepping or sneaking. I think that's it. Stepping and sneaking or interacting will make you not hidden anymore. So
hmm. Thinking it would be really great if there were bushes around here. Or if somebody had a cardboard box you could hide under.
keep in mind you
Rathka?
can delay at any point and pop up at any point in the turn order, or you could just run at him and hit him.
Rathka, Rathka,
What?
Rathka. No, I was doing the joke on the
What?
copper bucks.
Oh. Mm,
Does anyone have a way to? Well, I imagine our spellcaster will get him.
I honestly need a bow.
How high is this like wall?
I will say 20 feet.
How does climbing work?
You make an athletics check to climb, and I believe if you succeed, you go 5 feet, or no, it's half your speed or something like that. Let's see.
I think I'm going to delay because I will not be able to get into range with any of them.
On a success, you move 5 feet for 20 feet of your land speed, so probably 5.
That she's gonna gesture to everyone else, or at least those that are very loud, to go out there and bring them all in.
Okay, Hoomst. I'll just go Riley now. Riley, what's your plan? You're also hidden.
Uh, yeah. Uh, I don't have the speed to reach them. I don't think. I also don't have my weapons drawn. So yeah. I'm
I'll
gonna
say you
draw my
can
weapons.
consider them drawn since you were
Okay.
going into fight. The only reason he had to pull out the short bow is because he had the sword out and not the bow.
Okay. Yeah. Riley's like standing on his hind legs now, hiding behind this rock. I think I'm just gonna like delay my turn as well. I definitely can't get in there.
Okay, how about Varian?
Okay, I'm just gonna come out here.
Draw them out.
Ballsy.
Draw them out for us.
E-
No one pass notes.
And then I'm gonna cast Spray of Stars, which is a cone, and I'm gonna place the cone. How do I turn the cone?
Scroll wheel. And I think you
Nope,
can shift scroll wheel, and control scroll wheel to make it turn at lower increments.
the scroll wheel isn't working.
Shift scroll wheel and
Okay,
control scroll
there.
wheel then. If you do it like this, you can hit both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Save or die.
One fail,
No,
one succeed.
Give me
no
your
matter what,
range.
though, they're still dazzled. The one that succeeds is dazzled for 1 round. The one that fails is dazzled for 3.
And also,
And I am enfeebled.
Curse of the Sky's Call.
Yes. And now at this point, Varian's eyes are starting to grow more of a strange purple with sparkles.
Okay, so which one is the one that failed? Bottom one. He's
Not
fucked for 3
Percepto.
turns.
Oh wait, no, he was Percepto.
So yeah, you're just seeing Varian shoot these stars out, but then as he's doing so, his foolery just seems to grow lighter.
Um,
Floaty.
would the two of you that delayed like to go now or after the goblins?
I will go after the goblin.
Riley?
If they get closer to him, then I will go and charge
Sorry.
them.
Yeah, I forgot to press the button again. I will go now because I don't want Very to be on his own up here. um, 1 second. I can get there. Um, spend an action to overdrive. I can't roll for shit apparently.
At
Uh,
least they're not crit
and
fails.
true, at least they're not crit fails. And I'm gonna raise my shield. And that will be my turn.
I honestly feel like you should like get insurance for your clapping.
Yeah, I don't think that matters because it's a scaling difficulty, and I don't think
Yeah.
assurance would, because if assurance worked, that would just be mandatory on every inventor. What he needs is the the guaranteed increase it gets at 3, I think, and then to get items that give him a bonus in it, which will just be normal from automatic bonus progression, actually.
Yep.
Okay, you're
It's
not
I've
hidden.
legitimately just been rolling poorly for it, so
Um,
that will be my turn though.
Rathka has been pointed out, and this one knows about Jack. So, who are they gonna shoot at? Uh, Clockwise, I think that would be Riley. Also, do I have the right one? Yes, okay. They are going to. Did I key this? I did not. They are going to cover, hide, shoot. I need to make the cover keybind work. Figure controls, keybind menagerie, take covers on Q. Something else is on Q, fucking it up though. What is it? Maybe I just didn't have them selected. Yeah, I guess not. I did not, okay. Cover, hide. I think that gets past everyone's perception checks. Yep, even Jack. And they are now hidden, which is immediately going to go away after they shoot with their short bow. I believe that is right. Now they're not hidden and they're not in cover. Same for this one. Cover, hide, because cover gives a bonus to hiding. It is not hidden. And shoot Riley. Okay. And he's not in cover
That's it.
anymore.
Well then.
Very good archers.
My God.
Best. Absolute best.
This one's going after Varian, but he's probably going to miss for several reasons. Reason number 1, the roll. Reason number 2, the dazzled. Yep, he fucked up on the roll. Let's try again. Map. He missed on the roll again. And that one is the one that's dazzled. Is it until the end of your turn or the end of their turn?
Their turn. Or, yeah.
Okay, it just says dazzled, so their turn. That one's not dazzled. This one's dazzled for 3. Okay, Rathka.
All right. Charge on in there. Nice. Gonna
I'm
hit
just
the first.
I'm just in dead last.
Yep.
Gonna hit that first one with the.
I think that misses. It does.
Gonna do a
Press T
bite.
on the goblin.
Target him.
Oh,
There you go.
and what
Do
is it for
the
a jaw?
do the
+2
jaws
map.
at +2, map -5. Normal hit.
I give it a good shake.
Insta kill.
Oh yeah, she's that
Om
goblin's
nom
stuck on
nom.
her teeth.
Now,
And
Jack,
for
I
the
think
last
you're gonna have
guy,
to spend all 3 of your actions to get to anything.
Yep.
and for the
One,
what did I get? 1 action left?
one.
Move, attack, attack. You're done.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So burst movement over here. That's one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's second. And 1, 2, 3. That's all my turns.
You know, this boy is triple dazzled. I'm just gonna say, since he was like in an in-between space of steps, I'll just say he's here. He's gonna fail at attacking probably. Yeah, a 2 and a 1, and then try to attack again. Okay, there you go. He hit once. And then he's gonna. What's this one? Yeah, that's what I thought. Step. Back to Varian.
I'm gonna walk up, and then I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna launch Void Warp at the one up there. Yeah. Wait, I picked the wrong thing. Don't ignore that. Void Warp.
Oh, of course. Rolled a 17.
Still takes damage. And that's the end of my turn.
And Riley.
My turn. I'm gonna spend my first. Gonna go up to the goblin. And I'm going to try and overdrive again.
There
Hey,
you go.
second time's the charm. Last action, we're gonna do a strike on the goblin.
Hit
I
normal.
forgot to target the goblin.
Take hit. To 11 damage.
11
Howie.
damage. And that is my last action.
Who are they gonna attack? You know what? I'm gonna say they're gonna attack Varian. So, is that gonna give that to you? Okay, good. I didn't know if it would do it on the person I targeted. Is he hidden to Varian? Why is this? Go away. He is exactly hidden to Varian by 0. And shoot. Shitty wizard. This one's gonna do the same. I'm actually not sure if these should be greater cover or not, but it hasn't mattered so far. And shoot.
No.
Has it not been counting the flat-footed? Okay, that's why. They've still missed every time, but still.
Yeah, they've missed by plenty.
There's your 3 damage.
Ouchies.
There's your one
Oh wait,
damage because you have resistance.
I do.
Yeah, your curse gives you resistance to physical.
Oh shit.
Look at that. Bro
Being
became
slightly
inadvertently
incorporeal has its
tanky.
benefits.
Rathka, unfortunately, they are both up a cliff you'll have to climb, which includes putting away your weapon because you need both hands to climb.
Kind of out of range to climb up there.
I think you'll have to put away weapon, walk up to the cliff, and then climb for all three of your actions.
I think I'll just give that one intimidating glare
That'll work.
and lick my blood-covered
Um,
teeth.
if you go to your actions, there is demoralize, and then if you target them and then press the chat box that says intimidation, it should auto do it for you.
Then do what and what?
So first off, target them. Double
Press
right
T.
click or press T. There you go. And now have your token selected, which is pretty easy to do as a player. It's usually always selected. And then just click on that gray box that says intimidation. There you go. Crit.
Yeah, I'd be pretty terrified too if my buddy just got death thrashed around by this thing and it's now looking at me.
And you've got one action left. You could technically do the
Get
same
it
thing on the other
climb.
one.
Yeah.
Be scary of that one too.
Gonna do the same thing.
Yep.
Grinning and staring at them.
And now Jack.
Okay, number one, pull away my sword and my axe and shield.
Yep.
Two, 1, 2, 3, walk up here, and 3, roll athletics to climb up.
Yep. I will say this is just normal, so I think normal is 15. Almost a
23.
crit. You get up 5 feet.
And that's my turn.
Varian.
Dear boy,
Sorry.
you're good.
I for some reason don't hear whatever you say very. Anyways. Okay. I am gonna do I'm just gonna attack Void Warp again on the injured one.
But he's bad at that, especially since he's frightened. Oh my god. You just roll the damage and I'll have to double it, because for some reason you can't double spells. It's dead.
All right.
R.I.P. And that's, I mean, I have one more action, but I can't really think of what to do with that action.
You can raise your shield. You can
I'll do
move.
that. I'll raise my shield. How do I do that?
You have an action on your list that is raise a shield, and then it has an effect that you can drag onto yourself.
Got it. And how do I drag it onto myself?
Just click and drag.
There you go.
Okay, great. I did it. Yeah. Yeah.
And now Riley.
All right. I'm going. It's an action to sheath weapons, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to sheath my sword and my shield. So that's two actions, right?
I think I'm just gonna call it one because they've changed it recently where you can put away something and pull something out in the same action. So why would you not be able to put both away and then not draw something?
Okay, fair enough. Since I'm now open-handed, since I don't have my weapons drawn, I can. I was muted again. uh, since uh, since I don't have anything in my hands, I can do my hunter automaton form. So he just goes back to being on all fours and rushes over to this wall. Um, he gains 30 movement when he's in hunter form. And he's gonna climb.
It's just an athletics. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna say because it's extra jagged, rocky wall, I'll just make it a DC 10, which means Jack crit, so you would have 10 instead of 5. You're off by
Thank God it
2.
wasn't a two.
You're up by 5.
Sounds good. I think that's my last action, so that's it for me.
I would really like for this guy to hide, shoot, or cover, hide, and then shoot, and then run, but he doesn't have the actions for that. Hide. Super hidden. And then he's going to panic shot the person climbing up near him. And miss. Oops, not the fright. Actually, the frighten will go away, so.
Like, is it like if this is like super stealth? Should Wily be flat-footed to that?
Yeah, but he still would have missed.
Ah,
Well, Rathka, they are immune
Yeah.
to further demoralizes, unfortunately. From you, at
Oh.
least.
Well, I'll guess I'll put away my weapon and climb on up. How do I put away my weapon?
If you go to the action page, there's a sheath button.
Hey yo, this choir though.
so
Sorry, I'm getting interrupted like right and left.
Mostly,
Find
what you
these.
need to do is just roll an athletics for us. Because the other one is weapon away, and then move up, and then climb.
It's under encounter.
Yeah. See where you have your Earthbreaker, and then there's all the to hit and then the damage. Under that,
Yeah.
there is change grip, sheath, drop.
Oh, there we go. I totally missed it.
And now you just need to roll in athletics.
Gotta be kidding.
It'd be kitten. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. What is the fail of a climb? I think it's just you don't move.
Fall down.
Nope, you don't fall. It's just you don't move. So you're just right there on the wall. Jack.
Athletics.
Yep. Okay, so you got another 5. 5 more.
Athletics again.
And now you got a crit. So now you're up there.
And my last action, I grab my axe and shield.
Back to Varian.
And I'm gonna do the same thing I've always been.
Void, baby.
Void War.
Kills it before we get up there.
That would be really funny. All of you are just trying to climb up, and I'm just like, nope, die.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Damn, if it had failed, it would have just died.
And 1 action left.
I don't know how to use this last action. I don't have anything to
So,
do.
Demoralize.
yeah,
Use
you're not trained in intimidation, but you still get a +4 on it, which is pretty decent. So you could try to demoralize it.
Yeah, all right. How do I do that? Intimidation?
It's called demoralize in your actions.
Yeah, I see it, but then
8. You needed to get a 13. Back to Riley.
nice.
We're climbing, baby.
Oh,
Hey, let's go.
unfortunately, that's not high enough. Unless I
Sadly, I gotta
read
spend
it
one more
wrong.
action, right?
Climb, crit. 5 feet plus 5 feet. Yeah, it's 10. So,
All right, climbing again.
ta-da, you are there.
Woo! Since I can't really do anything besides draw my weapon, well, actually, I could do an unarmed attack,
Yeah,
couldn't
you
I?
could unarm him.
deck the
Why
goblin.
not? Yeah, I'll just deck him.
It's non-lethal damage, but oh well. You just kill him afterwards.
Shove him off the cliff.
And I think he's guaranteed out. Yeah. Pally.
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Aw, I wanted to bite him.
Well, technically now you still can.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is being out of character. I've been checking the goblins. Since we know the caravan is like not having a good time because of the food problem. So do we like take their stuff and sell them so we can buy food?
You can, more importantly.
I eat them.
More importantly, 2 of them have mementos.
Mentos? I do not know what that is.
instead of giving out specific magic items, instead they're just going to be like this, where one of them is item 1 and one of them is item 2, and with a 10-minute uh, exploration activity, you can turn them into any item you want of that level or lower. Which I think full plate is item 2, isn't it? So that might be useful for you.
I'm fine with that. But also, these guys have bows, short ones. Yeah, so I, I, there's there's like another bow I want to get because when told me it, I want to grab that. But what level was it? It was
I
a
have no idea.
compose. It was a compose longbow.
Those might also be item 2. Let's see. Uh, no, they're not. They're just 0. They just cost a lot. Okay.
But I'm, I think, yeah. So I
I'm
just
just
want, I'm just like wondering if you guys want something first. I can like just get that stuff later.
I'm just wondering if these crates are with our supplies.
Oh man.
Um, also I'm gonna grab all the stuff and put them in the party loot, so we can like sell them to get gold for the caravan.
Ah, why am I dazzled? Oh wait, it's because I clicked the goblin.
There's that chest over here by the crates.
There you go. Now you can open the crate.
Stolen supplies.
How are you looting stuff from them?
If you
Click on
double
their
click on
buys.
their dead bodies.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. There's all the water, all 10 bulk of it, and all of the food, all 5 bulk of it. And there's some balsam there. And there's also a couple chests. Uh,
hey, who's stealing this stuff? I was hoping to sell it for money.
I'm putting them in the party loot so we can sell them. There we go, and everything is in there.
Among the crates, there are 2 chests. One from the Ostron Shipping and Supplies Co. and one that just says OSSC. Oops. There
Do
are various weaponry and armor in them. And then there is a backpack that contains a bunch of money, some sellables, some basic adventuring stuff, more mementos, a wayfinder, and an igniter.
Oh shit, there's a long sword. I want that, but also this is from the caravan. It's not a good idea to steal it.
It's not from the caravan.
Oh, really?
It's from Ostron Shipping and Supplies Co.
Uh, Oh, so
Wait, so we haven't found our stuff yet?
You have. It's the water barrel and the ration crate.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making
And the
sure.
But
That
there
coffee
was
can.
more
Badlack
stolen
looks
stuff
mighty
in.
nice.
hmm,
What is that scale mail?
I always a long sword. That's part one of my build like done. So I'm grabbing that. I'm keeping
Oh,
that.
what
Uh,
use it?
um, this- eh, I grab the long sword and like I'm getting to like swing it in the air to test it out. Is it like in good shape?
It is, yeah.
He just looks at it and he's like, no, my breastplate's better.
Scale mail, chainmail, weather, chess. This good.
Laughs and not being able to do anything with that.
A wayfinder.
hmm Riley holds up his.
Ingot, metal,
A
rations.
warhammer.
There's a, a game set?
Yep.
Huh.
It's just a sellable.
Well,
Nice 10 GP.
Warhammer.
Is
Hmm.
there a way to like move? It's all in the backpacks, right?
Yeah.
So,
So we could
oh
just move the backpacks into party loot.
You could,
yeah,
yeah.
I can do that.
Although that's a lot of like stuff to carry, right?
I'm fine with it. I mean, we've found our stuff. We can like head back to the caravan.
Gotta make
There's
sure not
one
to
gold
leave the
piece in here.
balsam.
Yeah. So I should, okay, I'm gonna grab all the stuff and put in the party loot. But I imagine since it's like in a chest, like which one would okay, which one makes sense of one of us grabbing the art stuff or the chest?
Well, the chests
Like
are basically full, so
yeah, so I imagine like since I'm a fighter, I have athletics, I can like grab the chest and like drag it, in which
yep.
I'm guessing one of you guys will grab the rations.
I'll grab one side of the chest and you grab the other. We'll just carry the chest on out of here.
Yeah, between
Okay,
the two of you could definitely do that.
yeah, so I'm grabbing all the stuff and putting in the party loot. So party loot, doing this.
Oh, it took the chest and then dumped everything out.
Sorry, let me fix that.
I thought you could just drag the chest, but I guess not.
Nope, apparently not. So
That's what I thought too. I was gonna be like, I'll just drag this chest.
That's unfortunate.
I
Yeah,
got
you
it.
can. You can move the chest.
You
Golden
can, but then
supplies.
everything
No,
that's
no, no, no.
inside just dumps out.
The loot
Oh,
chest.
Oh, I see. Which, yeah, the
Yeah.
thing on the map is just a token.
It's just a token so that you can put stuff on it.
there,
ah.
so there, grabbing all the gold, and that quartz. Game set, memo, and memo. Okay, that's everything.
It's 4 mementos.
It is, yeah.
Uh,
2 1s and two
By
twos.
by the way, that's even. I have no idea for the other players. Do they want a warhammer?
Nah, I'm
No,
good.
I'm good. It looks
Mm,
better for
How?
My weapon,
inspirations.
my weapon's kind of like set for me.
Okay, so I don't mind grabbing a warhammer, just in case, I guess in the Abomination Vault, we found creatures that are immune to slashing and piercing damage. So I want a weapon, like, just in case we find something like that, I can, like, bash their heads in.
My old Betsy here does a way a lot
Should
better for
probably grab the
bashing.
longbow in case we have someone who's ranged or someone who wants to use ranged weaponry.
Actually, part of my build, I want a boomerang, and compost longbow. So since this is a longbow, I can, like, grab that shit,
Yeah, you wouldn't be
and,
getting the half strength to damage on it yet, but it's still better than not having a ranged
Not
option,
having a ranged option.
um,
as this battle showed.
Yeah,
yeah.
we had to climb a fucking. If they were doing more damage, we would not have been having a good time.
Ross's face is still covered in goblin blood.
Props to Varian, by the way, for that the dazzles. Really good there.
thank you.
Of course.
Weapons. So that's
Well,
now I'm just missing a boomerang, and you said you did tell me I should grab a compost longbow,
Yep,
or does this longbow still somewhat good?
it works, but it doesn't add half your strength to it yet.
I see. So a compost longbow is like a bit good.
It adds half your strength to damage, yeah.
Yeah. So you did say like our equal level or below can turn that weapon into something else. So I'll be happy to turn that longbow into a compost one.
I know you can turn the mementos into other magic items of the level or lower.
Oh, okay. I can wait on that because I think I've got all the stuff. What else? What do you guys want? I'm I'm good here.
I mean,
So
you need like
Riley
10
has already
minutes to change
gotten
mementos.
his two
I've already gotten
mementos,
mementos. Yeah,
so you've got 4 to spread across 3
across
people.
3 people.
Oh, so
Don't even know what I would be able to do with them.
so
yeah, I don't need anything from here.
I see. So said all of us has like you say like 2 or 4.
There's 2 1s and
So
2 2s.
yeah, so you have 2 for level 1 items and then 2 for like level 2 items.
I don't know what
So
those do.
So if you wanted to, you could turn a 2 into full plate mail, and you could turn a 1 into a composite longbow. But then your scripts are gone, and you wouldn't be able to do any more mementos at all. That's what these are.
I see. Okay, I accept that. I will do that.
What can you do with the memento?
You
You
can
can
turn
turn them
them
into magic
into
items.
any magic item of their level or lower. I guess it
Oh,
doesn't
and where
necessarily even have to be magic, because Jack is turning it into 2 things that aren't magic.
and where's the magic items at?
You'll just have to search. If you go into your inventory and search any of these things, there's like a magnifying glass on it.
Yeah.
And then it brings up the browser so you can search for things. And all the way at the bottom, you can change levels like 1 to 1, and then look through all the level 1 items and see if there's anything you want. And then look through all the level 2s. To be honest, there isn't that many unique things until 3.
Oh, yeah. So
Probably
I am going to bathroom for right now, but I want a breastplate and the longbow, that composite one. I'll be right back.
I could use a harrow.
I'll just give him a 1 and a 2.
Wait, so could I get a harrow deck with one of those?
You could, yeah, but if there's nothing more expensive that you would want to turn them into. Because there is also money that
Rothkus.
you need to divide up.
Rothkus just
Uh,
looking at her breastplate and Earthbreaker. Like,
how
I
much
don't
money
really
was
need
there again?
anything here.
There's currently 25 gold, 5 silver, but there's also 13 gold in sellables that you'll have to sell back at camp. Plus all of the armor and stuff you got if you want to just sell it
Right.
How about we split the money 4 ways?
3 ways. Because Riley's already gotten his, basically.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sitting on
3
17.
ways.
I'm sitting on 17 gold and 9 silver right now.
Let me bring you back to camp.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm back.
I am down to 2 gold and 4 silver.
Okay, so I'm going. Okay, as you said, there's 2 squibs. I'm going to grab a breastplate and turn that into that. And for the one, to that longbow. So I just quick delete on those squibs.
Yep, and the mementos.
For that. Since I'm gonna put that longbow back. I'm gonna put that normal longbow back in the party loop, so someone else from the team maybe want it.
Are you sure
And
you want a breastplate instead of full plate, by the way?
oh, like not check armor.
Because heavy
But
armor
is it?
gives you +1 armor over everything else.
I see.
Light and medium is a total of 5, and then heavy armor is a total of 6. Plus, it also has bulwark on it, so you would be adding 2. Is it 2 or 3 to your reflex save? I don't remember.
Wouldn't be able to tell you myself.
Full plate, heavy
Bulwark
armor.
3.
Speed.
So it would be increasing your reflex save by 2 right now.
Huh.
Only against damaging abilities.
Yeah. By the way, since I have full plate, I have now like a chainmail. I do want to say I should go, a bit realistic because, in the medieval times, people did wear layers upon layers of armor to keep themselves safe. So in roleplay, it should make sense. I should keep like wearing the chainmail under this full plate for extra safe.
That may
But
be included with the full plate, I'm not sure. A suit of armor comes with an undercoat of padded armor and a pair of gauntlets. So it's padded instead of chainmail.
Yeah, I can't think of what I want aside from the hero card.
okay,
You
I
could
Whoa.
see.
you could think of like maybe further down the line. Like we might go to a place where it might get cold or something like that. So getting like something that could help keep you warm or something like that. Or I don't remember what level it was, but I know we have a wayfinder, but we only have
Plus, the
one.
heroine
So
deck is like 10 gold.
That's for the expensive one.
yeah, for the expensive
Yeah,
one.
you think I'm gonna go cheap with it? No.
I mean, to be fair, look at how much jewelry you have on. I wouldn't be surprised if you did not go cheap with it. So you do you, home dog.
So can I use one of the mementos to get a fine hero deck?
You could, yeah. You could all just split the money if you want.
Like try, put my chainmail into party movie, like, if someone else wanted or be sold.
I just wanted the
Uh,
party's permission if I could.
I don't have any ability to wear armor besides what I already have on. So armor is nothing for me.
What about the other people who want to, like, since there's like more than
Yeah,
one
there's
people?
there's like 20 people, so
This is true. We could keep armor off to the side for him.
I'm gonna put Chester on top
Well,
of Riley.
we can always sell the armor to
Heck
them. Have
yeah.
our little armor shop.
I'll give him like a silver.
Okay,
It's like
okay.
Polly, what a cracker. Here, you want a silver?
So for a game of mechanic, I put the chainmail in the party loot, just in case anyone else wanted, were waiting for the character. But for roleplay, imagine my character like still has that chainmail on him, like he has now layers upon layers like armor on him.
Yep. Um, I will say you guys can come back and you can deliver the food and water and the balsam. Um, and they can say, okay, great, now we can actually start to get a move on. Uh, but we'll probably maybe stop somewhere nearby anyways because we do still have a couple things on the agenda that is nearby. However, I owe you something for helping me out here. There's also, did that work? Uh, there we go. A backpack ballista
Oh,
Hey,
and an arquebus that he can give you for completing this quest. Speaking of which, quest complete.
let's go.
yeah.
That's nice.
Got those little shits who took our stuff.
Yeah. So now I'm just like missing like a boomerang for my build, and I'll be set.
You can probably buy one now.
Really?
We haven't split the money up yet.
Split
Money.
25 gold three ways.
Uncheck Riley. Boom.
Yeah.
You said you had about 17 on Riley, right?
17, and I had 9 silver
Yeah.
pieces, but I traded 1 silver piece to
So it's about
Chester
even for everybody then.
I wanted to feed the boy.
Oh, actually, can I use a memento to get a dueling pistol?
You could, yes.
Do I have the party's permission on that?
Well, I
Do
mean,
what you want, man.
You have free will. Do whatever the fuck you
It's
want.
your memento.
Okay, now
Dueling
my build is
pistol.
set.
Yeah, you can use the level 1 word for that. Let me just delete that.
And
Now
now I'm
there's
gonna buy
still
my heroin.
and now there's still a level 2 memento if anybody wants anything.
Where is it?
It's all in
Like
the party
I'm.
inventory still. And with
Where is
that,
it?
I
Oh,
think I'm going to end the stream. And then the rest is just going to be fucking around with inventory, which is why I'm going to end it.
Thank you, stream, for coming to watch.
You
Hope
thank you.
everybody enjoyed the first session. I'm glad nobody, well, Rathka almost
We
went down,
we
but
got
she didn't
close.
die.
It was close.
Wait,
what are
wait. I need.
hero points?
Oh,
Hero
hero
points were
points
the
are.
Oh,
rerolls that we used a couple times, but not that much.
I had
Uh,
2 and I completely forgot to use
Wait.
I
both of them.
Yep.
Holy
how do
shit!
you get them?
I can buy healing tools. I
Uh,
can.
so if you didn't notice, Dubs occasionally rolled a what was it, D4?
Yep.
Yeah, randomly throughout certain amount. I don't remember what the time limit is or
Hour.
how
Apparently,
many
I
days it
have
is.
Hours.
one.
1 hour intervals.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. At like 1 hour intervals, the DM can roll like a D4 or just decide from some other arbitrary way to give another hero point to somebody.
Uh,
Usually you start. Well, I'm pretty sure you start out with one all the time.
oh, what about experience?
The way we are doing experience is, did you play in the session? You get a check mark. Once you get to 4 check marks, you get a level up.
Got
Woohoo!
it.
So 4 sessions.
Flattered that I almost died in the first game.
And if there is somebody in the group that is a higher level than you, like say if Riley was level 2 and everybody else was level 1, uh, everybody under him would get 2 check marks instead of 1 as a catch-up mechanic.
Ah,
But right now, Riley is the highest level at 2 out of 4 to
At 2
level up.
check marks. Because the game seems to match up pretty well with when I can play.
It shouldn't be a problem unless you get like 2 or 3 levels ahead of everybody else. Then we just need to prioritize everyone else first.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'll be sad because I love to play, but I get it. We got to keep people within level requirements, otherwise it's gonna throw things off, and then people aren't gonna have fun because they're getting their shit rocked.
We tried a test in my Friday game of having different leveled people, and it actually wasn't that bad. Everybody still got to contribute, even though one person was, I think he was 3 levels higher, maybe 4. But that also could just be because he rolled badly.
That's true. I mean, look at me. I was like, well, it wouldn't have changed anything anyways, but I was rolling garbage on my fucking extra
oh,
damage. So
fuck. Dueling pistols are considered a martial weapon.
It is, yes. You would want not a musket, there is a simple pistol, I just don't remember what it's called.
an air repeater.
Air repeater would also work, but there's one that's actually a gun. Flintlock pistol? Yeah.
Gotta make yourself a pipe gun.
Just get a thingy, you know.
Then I guess I'll go with the flintlock instead.
It's about the same, isn't it? D4 and
It,
then
I believe
fatal
so.
D8. It just probably has less range.
I think so.
the dueling pistol does D10 apparently.
Fatal D10.
I wasn't too obnoxious with Rothko, was I?
Mm-mm. I didn't have any problems with them.
Okay.
You
And
should
where
Okay.
do
buy
I?
some ammo for your pistol, by the way.
I was about to say, and where do I
Yeah,
find
It's I think it's 1 silver
rounds?
per
Here it
10
is.
shots. Also, you will need a firearm cleaning kit because if you ever
uh,
do not start the day by cleaning them, they have a
your
misfire
weapon is
chance.
useless.
Oh, wait. So how many rounds do I have to buy?
As many as you think you need. The firearm cleaning kit is only a silver, I think.
And it's 1 silver per 10 rounds, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
You can actually hit a buy button, and it'll do it automatically.
Oh, okay. What else were we talking about that I need to get? The cleaning thingy.
Firearm cleaning kit. It is an uncommon. It is one silver piece.
It's uncommon because all guns are uncommon.
Yeah, playing in medieval times / fantasy times.
And
Should I
I'm
go
gonna press
hunting
this
between
button.
sessions?